Hello? I have no idea who will tune in right now, but I'm going to go into this reading. Hello. Hey. How's it going? How's everyone? This is like the earliest I've ever been, I think, so far on a stream. Hi, Kat. How are you? Thanks for tuning in. How is everyone? Hi, Ate Jen. Hello. How are you? Eating leftover birthday cake. Whose birthday was it? You have class in 30 minutes. Oh my gosh, have a good class. How am I? I'm okay. I was sick last night, so I'm okay now, kind of recuperating, but I was sick last night, so overall, I'm all right. No worries. Thank you for asking. I'm shocked I even have viewers right now because this is like the earliest I've ever done a stream, I think, by far. I think. So I'm a little shocked. Yeah, I was sick. I'm still kind of a little bit. I was like feverish last night. It's not fun. Not fun. So I'm reading V. Jonghwan's was early. It was, but I think this is still the earliest one. It was, I don't know. I don't remember. I don't recall. But yeah, I'm reading V today. Does anyone like V here? I was worried because of your DM, LOL. I was like, oh my God, rest. Yeah, no, I was like, the moment I get sick, I'm like, I think it's time to take a break. So I haven't been on Twitter since yesterday. I'm trying not to. But yeah. Anyone into V? Does anyone like V here? V? Or Kim Taehyung? I'm just shuffling my cards first. Anyone that likes BTS? Okay, cool. You think he's cute? V is pretty cute. He's actually my ruiner in BTS. Hello, Gila. He's your ultimate. Oh, V's your, yes. Dude, Kat, why are we always having the same bias and record? Okay. V's also my wrecker. Tatiana, do you think there is more than friendship between the members? A lot of people who ship them and refer to people with LGBT orientation. Wait, are you talking about that in general, Tatiana, or are you talking about that within BTS? I don't know the context of your question. Just shuffle these cards and we could get started. Oh, within BTS? Do I think there's more than friendship between the members? A lot of people who, Well, the thing is, I'm not caught up to BTS. Like, I'm a casual fan now. Like, I used to stan them. But now I just listen to their music casually. So I haven't really kept up to like seeing how they are with each other. But based off of what I've been feeling, at least energetically, through channeling through V's energy, I don't see anything. I don't see or feel anything. I would have to look at BTS as a whole to feel it. I would have to look at BTS as a whole to feel it and determine. But right now, I don't feel anything. Yeah, no problem. Oh my God, hi Jen, I didn't know you're reading Tay. Yeah, I'm reading Tay because people just crazy about it. Yeah, well, I mean, I think in every fandom, there's always those quote-unquote crazies that want to ship their favorite members and such, and people kind of go overboard. I personally don't understand that. Like, shipping's fun and all, but when you get too crazy about it, I'm like, y'all need to chill. It's like it could get fun and cute or whatever. Like, yeah, exactly. I can do like the whole bromance and whatnot, but like taking it that far, I don't know. Like projecting your I don't want to like I'm going to be transparent like projecting your fantasies and your kinks into your favorite group. That's not healthy. Don't no. Don't project your fantasies onto your favorite group. Like yo. Anyways, I'm gonna get started. I'm gonna get started now. I want to thank the anonymous army this time. Anonymous army. I want to thank you so much for booking this reading, for booking this live stream. I really appreciate that. That does support this channel. This does, kind of give, I guess this, for all groups, every time I do a solo reading, this will definitely give insight into all the groups that all the members that we kind of tap into. So thank you for that. Yeah. I am enjoying your content. I found you after you went big in the BL community for your reading on Gulf Great War. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. I appreciate that, Kimberly. Kimberly or Kinbury? Am I blind? Am I not able to read right now? Okay, but yes, thank you so much for your comment. Thank you. But like I said, this is a paid reading from Anonymous Army, and she did give me a list of questions, so I will be answering those. Granted, there's not a lot of viewers right now, and I'm going to assume that you guys know the drill, but I will go down the disclaimers. So again, this is a paid reading. I will be going through Anonymous Army, the payer of this reading, through her questions first. And once I am done with that, I can ask you guys for your questions about V. Also, again, I am a tarot reader, but tarot is just a divine tool. Anything I say out of this reading is not 100% factual or definite. Everything can change, okay? This is not the final outcome of anything that I say today, all right? The universe is always working, people are always changing, and energy is always shifting. So again, take this with a grain of salt. And if you want something to manifest out of this reading, please do not live tweet this. Please do not talk about it. Please do not think about it. We said it here and then we forget it, all right? We said it and forget it. If you guys are interested in a paid reading with me, I do offer that service on my website. It's in the description box. It's also pinned on the live chat. I do have that. If you want me to read another member of BTS, if you want me to read any other idol, other celebrity that you are curious about, that is also on my website below, okay? So, yeah. This is a reading on V only. V only. I'm not going to ask about V and Jungkook, V and Namjoon, V and who else, okay? I'm not going to, or no one, okay? It's just all about V today. That is a dynamic question if I add any other member, add any other person. So I don't do that. I have a boundary there when I do my readings. So I don't do these invasive personal questions about him and his intimate relationships, okay? So yeah. On that note, I do want to make one last disclaimer about, those saying that I'm doing this for clout or for money or for whatnot, and just to project that I'm also a fake tarot reader. You can believe whatever you want. I respect your opinion. You could call me a fake tarot reader or fake whatever. I don't care. But also, please respect my beliefs and please respect the viewers' beliefs, because people are here and they actually want to know. And I do my best to make these readings as tasteful and as respectful as possible. Like I said, I do pick and choose the right questions to ask here. Okay, so do not come at me. I've been getting that a lot these days. I've been getting that a lot these days, and this is actually a minor factor is why I've been taking a social media break. So yeah, I don't care what you think. I don't care what you believe. I don't care if you don't believe in tarot. I respect that opinion, but also please respect my beliefs as well. Okay? I really don't care. And if you do have a problem with these readings, that is up to you. That is up to you to decide on how you want to respond to this. Either you can leave this live stream and forget about it or ignore it, or you can come at me. I don't care. But if you do come at me, I don't test me, because this is a legal brand. Okay, this is a legal brand. This is an actual business that I do have. And if you do want this disclaimer one more time, this is only meant for entertainment purposes. So go ahead and use your own discernment and use your own intuition. okay? My intuition is not the same as your intuition. You can believe whatever you want. You can manifest whatever you want out of anything I say from this reading. Okay? All right. I just had to say that. I just had to say that because I've been getting that a lot of these complaints these days. And yes, I take those into consideration and I do understand your concerns, but I'm very firm of what I do here, about what I practice here. Okay? I know myself well. I'm not doing anything wrong here. And if you don't want to believe that, that is completely fine. That is completely fine. So, on that note, let's have a fun, smooth reading, shall we? Let's get to know V a lot better. All right? We're going to get to know V a lot better based off his current energy. All right? I'm not associated with V. I'm not associated with Big Hit. I'm not associated with anyone. And I'm not speaking for him either, okay? I'm only doing a reading based off what the cards say. Think of it in a way that I'm just a mere messenger. I'm just a mere messenger. All right? All right, I'm not taking your questions yet, okay? Let me go down the list. All right. Sorry for that rant. Was V your bias in BTS? No, my bias in BTS is Namjoon, RM, but V is my wrecker for sure. Okay, we're gonna ask how he's doing. Nice. All right. Ooh. Have you read him before? No, I've never read any BTS member before. This is my first time reading any BTS member. I know he's a Capricorn. I had to recall his birthday. I was like, oof, he's a Capricorn. Y'all already know me. I simp over Capricorns. That's probably why he's my wrecker. Bro. That's probably why he's my wrecker. When I looked at his birthday, I was like, he's a Capricorn. No wonder he's my wrecker. More than likely, if I have a wrecker, that person must have Capricorn placements. Okay. So the first question from Anonymous Army, okay, we're asking, how is he currently doing? In this given moment in time right now, how is he currently doing energetically? Okay, energetically. So first off, we have the Star card. The Star card, Aquarius energy. I looked into his birth chart. He has an Aquarius Venus. Okay. This is about feeling hopeful and feeling kind of like optimistic and kind of in a daydreaming energy. Okay. He's feeling pretty lighthearted when I'm getting the sense of he's, kind of storming up ideas and being hopeful towards them, being optimistic. He's having a lot of creative energy as well with the Star card. So he's kind of like working his creative juices. And then I feel like he's working on something personal, not like personal in the career wise that he can kind of contribute to the group is what I'm hearing and sensing. He's with the Star card. It's like, I want to make this contribution to our group that kind of gives us even more hope into our career or into our, our status as well. And I'm seeing and envisioning him writing something. I don't know if this is a song, but I feel like it's not a song. It's just something very separate, something very personal from V that he wants to contribute to the group. Okay, we also have the Sun card. The Sun card is Leo energy. So the Sun card is, a overall happy energy. So when I was meditating on V earlier, it felt lighthearted, very lighthearted. Okay. Very, how would I say this? Enthusiastic. Okay. Enthusiastic is the word I'm looking for. Okay. Because we also have the Knight of Wands. This is very similar energy. This is a fire sign energy. He doesn't have to be a fire sign. Okay. So he has Knight of Wands. So this is something about he's very passionate, he's very driven, and he's very creative, and he's very motivated, right? So with these two together, he's just kind of putting all that into one like huge power, okay? And then he's really hopeful for it, okay? Very hopeful. We also have the Three of Cups in reverse. So this is kind of condescending. So even though I do have the sun upright as happiness, I do have the Three of Cups in reverse. So the Three of Cups in reverse kind of is condescending in a sense because Three of Cups in reverse is basically saying, like borderline happy. So even though I do have the happiness card here, this is like borderline celebration. So it's like he's busy. Does that make sense? Like he's busy working his way. He's busy working his way towards this happiness. Busy working his way towards his happiness, and this is why we also have the star card, the hopeful card. Okay, we also have the high priestess. The high priestess talks about V being much more in tune, maybe not, maybe spiritually, just kind of like being in tune with himself. If I feel like he's been taking time to rest when he needs to, kind of meditate if he needs to, or just randomly think to himself if he needs to, right? We also have the world. So he's also been contemplating about what he wants to, or where he wants to go further from this point and on, okay? And then we have the 5 of Wands in reverse. So 5 of Wands in reverse is talking about segregating your own thoughts, feeling indifferent about what you think, what you feel, what you value and such. So he's kind of like also in this contemplative mode. He's like reevaluating his life right now, is that kind of energy, okay? So lighthearted, but kind of deep stuff. He's really in a very reflective state is the word I'm trying to say. So next question from the Anonymous Army. Let's see, what is his next question? Okay, so how is he doing health-wise? How is V doing health-wise? Let's check him out. How is he doing health-wise? I wonder if he's using his intuition to figure out what to do next. Is that what you mean? It's, yeah, in that sense, yes, that's applicable. Like, he's probably just like, you know, kind of taking time for himself. Maybe he will be like in his solitude. Maybe he'll go in his room or whatever, and he'll just kind of stay there. That's what I'm envisioning. I'm seeing him like kind of separate himself from the group and like just wanting to take some time to himself to really think better, to have more focus. But in terms of intuition, yeah, that's what I'm also getting as well. Health-wise. Oh no. Oh no. Oh my. Okay. The minor thing, health-wise, hard time sleeping. 4 of Cups in reverse. So this is like restless energy. So over extended thoughts, making him toss and turn, can't really sleep well. Also, I'm getting gut problems. We have the Queen of Cups in reverse. I'm hearing any kind of gut problems. I'm hearing like stress that's stressing out his stomach. Also, we have the 9 of Swords in reverse. So I'm hearing that he had an injury before, but I'm hearing that no one really knew about this. Like he had a minor injury and then it's kind of like catching up to him now, is what I'm getting through this card. I don't know what exactly it is, but I'm hearing that he had an injury, didn't tell anyone, and then it's kind of catching up to him. It's not a huge injury, but it's like something he kind of ignored. But overall, he's okay. He's working on it. We have the Page of Pentacles. Overall, his health is fine. He's been working at it and trying to maintain it, trying to get better, trying to get stronger, healthier. I also sense that he's been trying to eat better as well. So health-wise, he's overall okay. Just something about his injury catching up to him and then not being able to sleep well. Yeah, I hope he's okay too. Okay, next question. Our boys are falling apart. I know I don't control it, but I hope they take better care of themselves. What do you mean your boys are falling apart? Those choice of words. I was like, I don't think, no, what? That just made me all sad all of a sudden. What do you mean they're falling apart? Okay, but now, let's see, what's their next question? What is his thoughts? What is his personal thoughts on their upcoming comeback? Okay. I don't know I don't know the updates on BTS. So are they having a comeback soon? Is BTS having a comeback soon? I don't know. I don't keep. I'm not a stan anymore. Sadly, I'm very casual. I just kind of listen to what they release once it's already like released. Oh, they are coming back. Oh shoot, that's soon on the 20th. Oh wow, I didn't know. Yoongi is getting surgery for his old shoulder injury. Oh what? Oh no, Yoongi? I did not know that. Oh my gosh, I hope he's okay. I mean, BTS works damn hard, all right? Like I will give that to them. I may not like have stand them for like all this time. Like I stopped like keeping up to them in like 2015 and I haven't kept up to them since then, but I know they work really hard and you know, they do a lot. They do a lot. So it doesn't surprise me that, you know, maybe their bodies are kind of wearing out in a bit. So I really do hope they do take care of themselves. I hope Yoongi's okay. But yeah, on V's end, it seems like he has an injury as well that's catching up to him. So, all right. Okay, so they do have a comeback. So how does V feel about this upcoming comeback? Okay. How does V feel about this comeback? Huh. Interesting. Damn. Very consistent. This is a very consistent reading already. Okay. The upcoming comeback. So 8 of Pentacles. So how he feels is like he's content, but not really. Does that make sense? So it's like he's looking at it as a comeback because it is just a comeback. He's looking at this as it's just a comeback to him now. And he would rather, like, he wishes there could be more done. There's like this lack of satisfaction here with this energy. Okay, with this comeback energy. He's looking at it in a sense where how can I contribute more for this comeback to be even better or to be smoother, you know? We also have the Hermit card. So this is what I'm saying. This is about like the consistency of this reading. So earlier I said like asking how is he doing, and I'm saying he's reflective. And the Hermit card is exactly that. The Hermit card talks about him being in his like his own solitude. Sorry, I'm seeing visions of him again. He's just like he's social, he's interactive, of course, with the company, with the members, but I see him in much more of his own space now. He's like much more involved, okay? Like much more involved in himself is what I'm hearing. Now I do have the Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords talks about a lot of tactfulness. So how he feels, it's like he has put in a lot. V has put in a lot in this comeback, and he does acknowledge everyone else's contribution. But again, with this 8 of Pentacles, it's talking about even though there's a lot of work put into this comeback, he's still not satisfied. And I'm not surprised because he is a Capricorn. Look, we have a King of Pentacles. King of Pentacles is earth sign energy, which is Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. And he has like 3 Capricorn placements in his chart. So Capricorns are usually never satisfied. Capricorns are usually they will never be fully 100% content. Okay? They will never, like, even though they know and acknowledge that they've given so much, okay, even though they know they've given so much, Capricorns usually never fully content. And I feel that because I have Capricorn in my placements as well. So I can give myself 1,000%, and then at the end of the day, I was still not satisfied. So he's obviously putting in a lot of work. Okay, he obviously did put in a lot of work, but again, internally, he's like, I wish we could do better. Yeah, most of the armies are worried about him. They think that he changed and that he's not happy or something. Interesting. Well, I haven't picked that up yet. I have not picked on that energy yet. Overall, he's okay. But I'll let you know if I see any of that, okay? So we have the World card. Now, normally, the World card would tell me, the Spirit of the World card will tell me something about like excitement for like if it comes through a comeback, there would be some type of excitement in general from this card, but there's more nervousness here is what I'm getting. Why? Because I have the Page of Pentacles again, but this is in reverse. So there's like this sense of nervousness from V on his end in terms of this comeback. It's like we're putting out something again. Everyone's going to see it, obviously, but on the side note of not being fully content with this, there is this just anxiety of some sort. I'm getting this some sort of nervousness. And I think this is also what's stressing his stomach out when I asked about his health. So there's definitely some kind of worry here with these two together. Worry about the outcome, worry about the future, worried about the feedback, worried about the critique and such. Just worried overall is what I'm getting. So, This album is completely self-produced by members. Oh, completely. So there's no more like big hit producers then, right? Is that what you mean? Is that what you mean? Yeah. So far I haven't picked up on the energy that he's unhappy, but I do get a lot of stress. I'm picking up a lot of stress from V right now. Stress and worry. Stress, worry, discontentment, all that. Not yet on unhappiness, but just stress for sure. I will let you guys know if I pick up on anything like that because I haven't got any card that says that. Okay, next question. Next question. Oh, wow. Okay, I didn't even see. I don't look at the questions ahead of time. So here's the next question. So Suga underwent a shoulder surgery. That was a tongue twister. Suga underwent a shoulder surgery and will not be able to promote with them. So how does that affect V? Okay. How is that affecting V? All right. It's more self. Okay. So then, yeah, that makes a lot of sense. If it really is completely self-produced, then yeah, then I can understand where the stress and anxieties are coming from. So that makes a lot of sense. Okay, so we're going to ask, how does V feel about Yoongi's shoulder surgery and him not being able to promote? Okay. How does V feel? Granted, that is somewhat a dynamic question, but I think this one's okay to ask. Aww. Ooh, that is soft. That is soft. Okay. How does he feel about Yoongi, not being able to promote? We have the Eight of Wands specifically in reverse. This is telling me this is the unhappiness here, but he's just basically really upset. Not at Yoongi though. He's just upset at the situation at hand. It's just like, damn, I wish it wasn't like this kind of thing. And so there's this feeling of incompletion. There's this feeling to him is like, well, we're not complete if Yoongi doesn't promote with us. We haven't had that kind of like feeling where like no member is just not promoting with us, right? So he feels this sense of incompletion. This is also another part of like the anxiety where it's coming from. Why? We have the Ten of Swords here. Ten of Swords is talking about fear. Okay, it's talking about fear. So it's like, I'm hearing the fact it's like, can we do well even if Yoongi doesn't promote with us? Are we going to be okay even if Yoongi doesn't promote with us? It's like there's that worry here again. So the upside to it is that because he's such a Capricorn and he's very passionate at what he does and he's very loving and he has that earth motherly nature about him, we have the Knight of Wands. So in spite of Yoongi going through the surgery and whatnot and not being able to promote, we have this card, the spirit of this card talking about V kind of like giving his all not in replacement, giving his all in tribute to Yoongi. It's like, okay, well, I'm gonna do my utmost best for Yoongi, right? It's like, well, even if he's not promoting with us, I'm going to give my all. I'm going to give my 110% for him. Okay, we're going to make this comeback the best as we can do. He doesn't want to make this comeback like in vain. You know, he doesn't want all their energy, all their hard work, and all of their investments into this comeback take for granted, right? He's not gonna half-ass anything, is what I'm getting here. Why? We also have the Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords talks about, being much more firm, having his own boundary of what, kind of segregating what is professional and what is not. So even though he is kind of hurt for Yoongi, okay, even though he's hurt for Yoongi right now, he's still an idol. This is still a job too. So he's like, I have to do this well. I still have to do this because this is still our job. It is our job and my obligation to do this well for BTS, for the group, for the company, and obviously, of course, for Yoongi. Does that make sense? So yes, he's heartbroken, he's hurt, he's saddened, but he's taking this into motivation. He's taking this into motivation. All right. And then we have the last card is the Moon in reverse. So this is him being very Capricorn, not trying to do his best with not allowing his emotions to get the best of him in terms of this situation between Yoongi and the comeback in general. So he's trying to not let his emotions take over. Okay. Because the Moon in reverse talks about anxieties and fear being inflicted on your own self. It's like, when he's thinking, it's like, where are these fears and anxieties coming from? Is that me or is that outside his perspective? Do I have any control over it? And then he realizes, yes, he does have control over his fears, over his anxieties, over his stress. So he's doing his ultimate best to put that away, put that aside, okay? And being professional about it, okay? This is why I love Capricorns. This is why I love Capricorns. Emotions? We don't have time for emotions. Shoot. Gotta hustle. All right, next question. Right? Aren't Capricorns great? We love them. Okay. Next question on the list from Anonymous. What is his goals for this year? What are his goals for this year? Well, the year is almost ending. I don't know if you did still meet. I don't know if you still met by 2020, but I'm going to take that you did mean it. So let's go. I'm going to ask, what are his goals for the rest of this year? How about that? What are his goals for the rest of this year? What is that all about? Okay, that I know. That I don't know. I need a clarifier. Why is this card here, please? Okay. That wasn't that complicated as I thought. I didn't need a clarifier. Okay. So, all right. So goals for the rest of this year. I'm hearing and seeing in general that V has become much more minimalist in general, like with his life, with his career. He's become an extensive minimalist. Okay, there's Two of Wands in reverse. Two of Wands in reverse talks about keeping still. For the rest of this year, V is not ambitious right now. He's not ambitious. He's not trying to look ahead right now. And this is why I said that in the beginning of this reading, when I asked how is he currently doing, remember I said that he's very reflective and, kind of keeping to himself these days. So with this Two of Wands in reverse, this is backing up that statement, okay? Two of Wands in reverse says for the rest of this year, V is just taking his time. He wants to stay in this present moment. He's not currently ambitious right now. Okay. He's not looking ahead in the future of what I need to do, what I want to do, what should be done. No, he's not dwelling on the future right now. So it's pretty much he's taking things as it comes right now. So I don't see any kind of like, oh, what do I want? Like having goals for the year. Right. And it's also very important to do that. Like, yes, it's good to plan for the future, but sometimes you need these days to not think about that. So right now he doesn't have any certain goals, is what I'm seeing. I do have the Nine of Cups, which is a wish card. But normally with this Nine of Cups, even though say that he normally in general, like for any kind of reading, Nine of Cups would talk about wishes and dreams and aspirations. But in this context, with the Two of Wands in reverse, V is content. You know what I mean? Right now he's not ambitious for anything more right now because he's already content. It's like he feels like he's already gotten more than he could ever think that he could achieve, right? And we also have the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. Ace of Pentacles in reverse talks about, he's like I said, he's a minimalist now. Ace of Pentacles talks about, well, I don't need that. I don't need this. In fact, I see him kind of decluttering. I see him not just decluttering material things, but also decluttering even, situations, events, even people. Why? I have the Six of Pentacles in reverse also. Okay, look. Six of Pentacles in reverse and the Two of Cups in reverse. So this is about breaking up connections. So when we kind of get into a reflective state and when we do reevaluate our lives, we have our moments where we're like, these people do not serve me anymore. I don't like associating myself with these people anymore. I don't like how my life is right now, like with this. This needs to be out of my life. They need to be out of my life, right? So, and this is what those two cards are saying. So when I've been saying that he's been reflective in all aspects of his life. So what I'm getting is he's no longer ambitious at this moment. And right now he's in the state of declutter. He's like detoxing. He's taking away things that he doesn't need, people he doesn't want to associate himself with anymore. There's that. And this is healthy, okay? This is healthy, especially for someone like V, for any idol in the industry like that. It could get really heavy when you involve yourselves with so many people, right? As an idol, you are interacting with so many people that you don't know how to decipher who's real, who's genuine, who's honest, and who really serves you in a better purpose. Right now, V is in a reflective state on that part. He's like, I don't want this. I no longer need this. I no longer need them. I need to clean up my life. You know what I mean? Very good. Love that. Love that energy, to be honest. Simple is best. Simple is best. Soul age 3, that makes a lot of sense. I didn't even look up his soul age yet. So he's a soul age 3. Okay, so he's on his third life. Soul age 3 is about, kind of like still understanding what your youth is, but really learning what really does serve you and trying to tackle on what will be your purpose in this lifetime, right? Okay, so, excuse me. Next question. Man, I'm being wrecked today by V, just kind of knowing him this way. So, okay, next question is, what kind of impact does he personally have on the K-pop industry? Oh, okay. I like that question. What kind of impact has V brought into the K-pop industry? We chose well for wreck. Hell yeah, we did. V is an amazing wrecker. Capricorns are amazing wreckers. Okay, so what kind of impact has V made in the K-pop industry? What kind of impact has V made in the K-pop industry? Hello to the 43 viewers. Don't be shy. Say hi if you want. I don't bite. Oh, okay. Ooh, I love that. Ooh. All right. One more. Okay. Okay, what kind of... I know. I just came as soon as I saw the live. Well, welcome. Welcome. All right, so the question from Anonymous Army is, what kind of impact has V made in the K-pop industry? So that's a loaded question, right? K-pop industry is huge, right? It's very huge. We have first, the Queen of Cups in upright, right? Upright Queen of Cups talks about the impact emotionally. So there's this sense of healing. Okay, there's this sense of healing here because even though we have the Knight of Swords, so Knight of Swords in reverse talks about being to himself. So from what I remember from years ago when I used to stand V, he was much more, he was like the quote unquote introverted one or the shy one or like the timid one. Like he'll have his moments where he'll have his wild moments, his funny moments, but overall energy, he was much more to himself. Capricorn things, right? But as an impact to the K-pop industry, what I see is that there is like this respect factor that he's made in the industry about being emotionally vulnerable, but also learning how to keep to yourself. Okay, keeping to yourself. Okay, and he knows how to contribute and express himself better in terms of art. Okay, art, aka music and whatnot. But I'm also, again, I don't know much about BTS these days anymore. But does he do photography? Does he do photography? I'm seeing that he does photography. I'm not sure. Please correct me if not. So what I'm seeing is there's just this artistic mood from V, and from this, the impact here is about making a statement in a creative way, making a statement in the K-pop industry in an artistic way, in a much more personal, intimate way. Okay, being emotionally vulnerable in creative ways that he does not know how to. We also have making a change. Look, we have Scorpio energy. This is a death card. Do not be alarmed by the death card. This is actually a really good card. This is about making a change, making a healing change with that Queen of Cups in together. Okay. So it's like allowing and impacting people emotionally and really allowing people to be more vulnerable with their feelings and transforming them, transcending with them. Okay. We also have the Three of Pentacles. So Three of Pentacles talks about networks and collaboration. So I'm hearing that a lot of the impact that he has made, it's based off from him. So even though there's this shy energy, he has no problem networking with people when he wants to or when he needs to. Okay. When he feels called to talk with people and, connect and network and be like, hey, let's work together. He has no problem with that with the three of Pentacles. And the impact on that in the K-pop industry is his network skills is what made them, like, not just him, but like, because we're only talking about V right now, but for V, in his sense, like him and BTS with these network skills, it's what made K-pop big. Okay, being able to collaborate, being able to, not just keep art within BTS. Does that make sense? It's not, they don't reserve themselves. It's just going to be BTS, 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 BTS only. And this is why we always get BTS with other, like, say, Western artists and stuff, right? And so this is that huge thing. And I can't say it's just only for V, but it is also for BTS in general. But for V, he has this really cool grounding space where he knows how to keep to himself, but he also knows how to network. And I'm going to go back to his birth cards because I didn't talk about his birth cards. His birth cards is the World and the Empress. Okay. The World and the Empress as birth cards talks about the soul traits that never changes. Okay. So in that sense, that talks about him being able to adapt, becoming to himself, but also being able to be creative to the world. Does that make sense? So yeah, and we have the Two of Wands. So the impact here in the K-pop industry is he made the message in the industry that anything can happen. Does that make sense? Like his impact in the K-pop industry is that his statement or his energetic impact and statement is anything can happen and you can make things happen. Okay. Oh, you were just looking at his birth cards. Yeah, his birth cards is the World and the Empress. And it's very resonant to what I was just saying. So, yeah. So, next question. Let's see. What does he feel? Okay, here we go. What does he feel towards the armies? Here we go. All right. What does he feel towards armies? Also, I'm not going to take your question yet. Please reserve that question. Thank you. Okay. I will take your question after I'm done with the list from Anonymous, okay? Because Anonymous is the one that paid for this reading. Okay, what are his feelings towards Army? What are his feelings towards Army? Oh, oh, oh. Soft, 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 soft. Okay. Okay. All right. His feelings towards Army. We have the Ten of Swords in reverse. Ten of Swords in reverse acknowledges that it's been hard, okay, but like for him, okay, it's been hard for him in general, okay, but and when it comes to armies, even though it gets hard, armies is that support system, okay, it's that support system. He gets that from the fans at all costs, and there's a sense of healing from the fans. So if he gets a hard time, if he's going through a lot, if he's burdened, if he's stressed, whatever, he can look at his armies and see what really motivates him, and this is a strong factor. Okay, he feels instant relief after he looks at armies or he thinks about them. Okay, we also have the strength card. Strength card is just like its name, strength. He gets strength from armies. He does. He looks at, and there's like this inspiration from armies as well, because we have the King of Wands. So this is leadership, taking ownership of your life, you know, leading your life well, leading your life strongly and motivated and passionately. So when he looks at armies or when he thinks of armies, he gets that kind of energy from them. Okay. He also acknowledges with the Seven of Cups that armies is what is basically the reason why he has all these blessings. So look at all the different opportunities that has opened up, all these blessings. He thinks of armies and he acknowledges that it's because of armies is where he stands today. Okay, we also have the Knight of Cups. The Knight of Cups is basically emotionally always motivated to do more for armies. Okay, he wants to do more for armies. He pushes forward because of armies. So, soft. Very soft. And he has an Aries moon. Did I recall that right? I think he has an Aries moon, but Aries moons are very passionate people, so that's why we have that King of Wands. He has an Aries moon. He's passionate about armies. Everything he does is because of armies, okay? It's very passionate, very driven, very motivated, so. All right, next question. We're like more than halfway. Ooh, actually, we're only halfway. All right. Okay. Is there anything he would like to tell us or tell the fans? Is there anything that V would like to tell the fans? Is there anything that V would like to tell the fans? I like that question. If he could say something to the fans, what would it be? Is there anything he could tell the fans? Oh my. Oh my. I love it. His Capricorn energy is strong. I mean, he has 3 placements. Okay. I love it. Oh, I love this so much. Okay. We're going to go down the line here. What does V want to say? What does V want to say? Hold on. I'm going to channel him real quick. It's like I'm getting it. After I ask the question, I'm just like feeling him more. Did he just wake up? It's like what time over there? It's like 7? Is it 7, 8 in the morning over there? Okay. So for V, what does he want if he could? Okay. Obviously, I'm not speaking for him. I'm speaking what the cards say, and this is just based off his energy, right? But if he could tell his fans something right now, we have the 9 of Cups. This talks about like, to my fans, to my armies, I want to thank you for putting me where I am today. I want to thank you for humbling me every single day. I want to thank you for allowing me to wake up every morning and realize my blessings. Okay, I want to thank you for realizing that every single day I wake up and I have an opportunity to start over, to do something better for the world, for you guys, and that's because of the motivation I get for you. You guys have given me so much opportunity, so much wishes fulfilled, and it wouldn't happen if it weren't for you. I want to thank you. Okay. 10 of Pentacles. I am very abundant right now. I acknowledge all my blessings material-wise. I do. And it wouldn't have happened for all the support that I and BTS has gotten. Okay. I am grounded. I'm stable. I'm protected. I am safe because of you guys. Okay. Queen of Pentacles, I am protected again. And I know I want to do better. And I know I want to take care, not just of myself, not just of the people that I do love, but also of you guys. Okay. Because you guys have taken care of me. Okay. All right. Wheel of Fortune. Back then I didn't think I was at the right spot. Back then I used to think I wasn't going the right path. Back then I used to regret. Back then I used to overthink if I took the right route. Back then I always wanted to quit. But through you guys, I want to say thank you for reassuring me that I am in the right position where I am today. And with the Two of Pentacles, I want to tell you that I am willing to juggle as much as I can possibly do, as much as I'm allowed to in terms of you guys. And the Star wants to say, I am very hopeful for the future. I am very hopeful for everyone. I'm very hopeful for the members. I am very hopeful for the world. And I feel like we together can do more. Thank you for giving me all this light sometimes when I need it the most. Sometimes when I don't think it's never there. I get it whenever I think about my fans. Very beautiful. And that message came out clearly. Normally when I get that question to ask, like to channel from other idols, it's not as clear. This was very loud. This was actually very, and I think it's because of his Aries moon, that spoke very loud and clearly from V's energy. Excuse me. Beautiful. Beautiful. Yeah. Oh, it's very beautiful. So, no, that was a very loud, clear message when I was channeling. Okay, next question. Next question. Oh, okay, sorry. I was like, where did I leave off? Okay, next question. Is there anything he would... Oh, no. How does Korea see him? Okay, how does Korea see him, or Korean netizens? How does Korean netizens look at V at this time? How does Korean netizens think or look at V at this time? Ooh. Wow. Repetitive cards, but like in a great way. Okay. Korean netizens. No tea, actually. No tea. There's a lot of respect, actually. Korea loves V. No tea. Korea loves V for sure. I did not answer that yet, fanboy Larp. Again, I will not take your questions until after I'm done with the list, okay? But again, Korea loves V for sure. Why? Okay, well, there's this respect factor. Okay, there's this respect factor from the Strength card again. Okay, Strength card, Leo energy. They look at him and they're like, man, that kid's great. That kid is very powerful. That kid has a presence to him. And it's true. Like, even for me, even though I haven't kept up to BTS, if I recall my days standing BTS, the reason why V is such a record in me, the reason why V is such a record to me is because he has this presence to him. There's like this strong charisma about him. Not to say that the rest of the members don't, but V in particular has this presence about him. There's just that eye-catching thing about him, and that's what the Strength card is basically saying, right? And the Korean netizens think that way as well. They look at him and they're like, man, that boy is powerful. Like, there's some aura about him. Okay. Speaking of presents, are you doing chakra cards later? Yes, I will. Okay, and we have the King of Wands. So this is, again, fire sign energy. Even though he doesn't really have strong fire sign placements, except his Aries moon, okay, the regard of this is that Korean netizens look at him and they see this really high potential, okay? They see this high potential, especially with this Wheel of Fortune as well. So look, this is a lot of fire energy. This is talking about that when they look at him, they're like, this guy has so much potential to make his own empire. Okay, he has so much potential to make his own empire. We have the Nine of Pentacles. Nine of Pentacles is about being self-reliant, self-independent, being someone you can, he can work with himself. Like, yeah, it's great he can collaborate with people. He's good at networking. But if he doesn't need to, he doesn't need to. And there's this respect factor here. Hello, Barry Alice. Okay, we also have the Death card again. Okay, Death card is about transformation. So, here's what I'm getting. You guys asked me about, one of you did in the chat, asked me if there is some kind of change, and there is. So Korean netizens actually have noticed that. So it's not in a bad way, though. They look at him and they see a shift in V, and they're like, oh, something's changing about him, but for the better. And I'm seeing it's through maturity. He's maturing. It's not that he's changing, but he's upgrading. Okay, there's this sense of maturity here. Why? We have the High Priestess. Remember what I said about him being reflective and being much more minimalist and simple and being in his own solitude? The High Priestess talks about that as well. So there's this transformation here. They look at him now. Korean looks at him and they can feel this new maturity growing out of him. Okay, there's a shift. And now that we know he is a soul age 3, that is very normal. Soul age 3 people, when I mentioned this in my group treasure reading, but people that are 3s shifting and transforming to 4s, they go through a huge transformation spiritually. Okay, and that's what these two cards are talking about. Okay, so when the Korea looks at V, they're like, oh, he's no longer like that super young, youthful boy anymore. It's like there's this mature aura now about him that's just added, So they have high hopes for him for sure with this Nine of Pentacles. They think that he can do a lot more to offer, not just musically. Maybe he could act again. I remember he did a drama or a couple dramas. Or was it just one? I don't know. I know he did acting, but the Nine of Pentacles says that Korea thinks he can do a lot more for himself. Okay. Next. Let's see. Okay, a year prediction. Ooh, prediction time. Let's do predictions within a year from today. What? Okay. Predictions within a year from today. Let's do that. I wish Big Hit lets them do more solo activities. Big Hit. Yeah, they really do let them. I mean, they really do kind of keep that strict, huh? I thought that kind of changed, but anyway. Let's see what we can come up with within a year from today. Again, especially when it comes to predictions, nothing I say for predictions is 100% definite or factual. Everything I say from the prediction part can change. Okay, it can change. All right, this is, V still has his own free will of choice. So again, these are not definite or factual. These are just based off the current energy. So let's see what we could see. Okay. First card alone. Has he made an exhibit before? You guys mentioned him painting, and obviously you guys reconfirmed that he did photography, but I'm seeing that he's having an exhibit, but I feel like he had an exhibit before. Did he have an exhibit before? Please correct me. Please correct me if he didn't. Did he have an exhibit before, like an art exhibit? Sheesh. That strength card is always here. We love that. Yes, do not dwell on these predictions. If you want to manifest these predictions for him, just don't dwell on it, okay? Yeah, I'm seeing, all right. So 9 of Pentacles, it's loud and clear. I just don't know if that was before or if this is just something new to him, but I'm seeing an exhibit. I'm hearing the word exhibit, gallery, showcase of his own. Okay, this is independent. Something that he's been working on, okay, secretively because of the 7 of Swords in reverse. So something he's been working on secretly, but more artistically, and it's like I'm hearing exhibit, okay? I don't know what it is. I don't know. I don't know if this was before or like, I don't know if this is like a repeat. Like, I don't know if he's doing this again or if this is something completely new, okay? But I'm hearing loud and clear some type of exhibit. They funded art for public places. Okay, maybe. Okay, maybe. Okay. It could be that. I'm just hearing the word exhibit or gallery or museum of some sort, some type of showcase, and he's really heavily involved, okay, with the Strength card. And the thing is, we have the 5 of Wands. So the 5 of Wands is an argument between him and like people that are like holding this back, holding this exhibit back. So he wants to do this, right? We have the Strength card. He wants to do this exhibit or gallery is what I'm hearing. But at this moment, 5 of Wands, it's like saying that he's still in discussion. He's bumping heads with like certain people that he's trying to network with for this to happen. But once this is settled, this can definitely happen within a year. Some type of exhibit, some where he can really showcase his art, his vision, his artistry. They had a recent exhibition for their concert, but maybe it's something. It's more solo is what I'm getting. I mean, if it is for the group, that's great. But loud and clear with the 9 of Pentacles, I think this is for himself. This is for himself. But thank you for that input. All right. What else can we predict? Okay. All right. 10 of Swords in reverse. Okay. We have 10 of Swords in reverse. This is saying a break. So I guess what I'm getting here for him alone, at least, some kind of hiatus. I don't know if that like will really affect all of the members, but for him, on his case at least, there's this really big break. Okay, he's going to want to rest more. And I think this is just being carried over from that reflective state that I've been talking about through this whole reading. So within a year, there's a huge break, a huge just rest, huge vacation. Okay, because we have the King of Cups in reverse. So King of Cups in reverse talks about kind of feeling emotionally overwhelmed. Okay, there's this emotional overwhelmment. And I think this is where you guys were asking me about him, like kind of feeling unhappy. I don't want to say that he's unhappy. King of Cups is not, in reverse, is not saying that he's unhappy. But instead, it's still that reevaluation. You know what I mean? He's not unhappy. It's more of just lost, unsure of like what to feel. Does that make sense? He's not unhappy. It's just confusion. It's confusion. So there may be this sense of him taking a break for him to figure things out. Okay. Let me see. What else? Contemplative. Yeah, contemplative, but also just reflective is a much better word. It's just like really figuring it out. Yeah, no, exactly, AOD. I wonder if it's like the way people in lockdown took it hard emotionally, if you know what I'm trying to say. Yeah, no, that is the feeling. Because, you know, like with the lockdown worldwide, dealing with the pandemic and everything that's going around in the world, we are all forced. Every single one is kind of universally forced to stay home. And the way to be productive with ourselves when we are stuck at home, we really end up thinking. We end up thinking about our lives, right? And that's what I mean. Okay, it's not about being contemplative. Contemplative means making decisions and contemplating what to make. For him, okay, like for a lot of people around the world, V is going to be in that reevaluation, segregating things. Like I said, remember earlier, I mentioned that he's decluttering. He's cutting off people he doesn't no longer need. He's being a minimalist, right? So, and that's going to continue. That's what I'm saying. This energy that he's feeling now, it's going to carry over within the year. So, but we'll see. We'll see what else. We'll see. Guys, I got the death card again. Death card again is about transformation, but here, not only is he transforming personally, in a career field, there is something new coming out of him and BTS. I'm hearing it's not any normal comeback. It's not any normal comeback. This one gave me goosebumps actually. This is like, it's a cliche word to say in the K-pop industry because every time someone makes a comeback, we always like to use the phrase, "Oh, it's something brand new, something innovative." But for V and for BTS in general, expect something huge. Something different for sure. I don't know exactly what it is, but I know this is going to cause just something very, very, very creative, something no one has ever thought before. BTS is going to V and BTS, okay, there's something big coming out of them. And I'm hearing this is late next year. Late next year. Something like when you think when this happens, right? It's that kind of energy you're like, holy crap, how the hell did they think of that? Like you're like, damn, genius. Like, geez, like how do you your mind, but the death card, there's just something brand new here. Okay, it's not just a normal comeback. It's not a normal comeback. It's crazy, honestly. I can't even describe what it could be. It's just something energetically, it's like shocking. That's what it is. Let me see. What else? Oh, interesting. Okay, what else with that? Ooh, interesting. Okay, we're gonna go back with that death card. Okay, the death card, like I said, with coming out with something brand new. Okay, something brand new. But I have two cards here. I have the Hermit, Virgo energy, and the Hierophant, Taurus energy. Now, these three together, it's like, how do I need better words for this. Excuse me. So, you know how I said that V has been in a very reflective state, reevaluating his life? He's not the only one. He's not the only one. All of BTS has been. All of BTS has been in this reflective state. Now, how does this affect prediction-wise in a year with this death card? So, knowing the fact that it's not just V in the reflective state and that it's also all of BTS, they are going to apply what they have learned throughout this whole reflective phase. Okay, they're going to apply it to this big thing. So when you think, because you mentioned, right, this upcoming comeback is very personal. It's not that personal. This is personal. Why? Because with these cards, okay, these cards together with the death card, it's about going back to basics. Going back to basics, but using it in a brand new way. Does that make sense? It's like, think of them back in the rookie mindset. Imagine BTS going back in a rookie mindset, but utilizing that rookie mindset in a brand spanking new way. Does that make sense? We have the Hermit. This is that reflectiveness. So they're reevaluating their lives, reevaluating their career, reevaluating how they've ever, established their career for sure. Okay, this is not just V, this is BTS, okay? And then utilizing this back to basics rookie mindset and then making it really different. Crazy. Ooh. All right. Something grand, something very intimate and personal. Yeah. 6 of Cups. Nostalgia. Just the mindset, AOD. AOD, it's just the mindset. Like I said, energy. Okay. Imagine their passion. I mean, they're very passionate even to this day, but that rookie energy, that rookie passion, that rookie mindset, that rookie in your freaking face kind of energy, it's going to be utilized in a very new tactic. Okay, now look, I have the 6 of Cups. This is literally going back to the past. This is about nostalgia. This is about reminiscing your past. This is about appreciating your past. I told you, there's this reflectiveness here. They're going back to basics. They're going back to basics. And in a sense, this is going to humble them even more. This is going to humble them even more. Huge investment. I'm hearing, this is weird. It's not, V has something he's investing in. I don't know if I don't think it's his own company. It's just something that he's investing in. It's something that he's been wanting to do for himself. 9 of Cups talks about a wish that he has, but I'm hearing specifically through this 10 of Pentacles, something that he's invested in, something that, like a name for his own. So some kind of branding. It could be a fashion brand, but it's just something. It's just something he can claim that's his and his only. There's no big hit here. This is just a lot of money that was invested from him. Okay, this is him basically starting his own empire. I feel like he's planting the seeds for himself this within the year. Yeah. Wow. Let's see. That one's good. If you want to manifest that one, don't think about this too much. Yeah. Wheel of Fortune. Okay, Wheel of Fortune. Wheel of Fortune's talking to me, and it's like, how do I say this? I'm hearing a solo. It's not an album, though. I'm not hearing an album. I'm hearing a solo single. Like a single, something. Maybe, I don't know. But I'm hearing something that he's going to share and that he's been working on, and it's just his. Maybe it's a mixtape, but I don't know. It's not, I don't see a lot, okay? I just see him coming out. I don't know. There's just some type of solo. Okay. It could be a mixtape. I don't know entirely. What I'm for sure and what I'm for certain is there is a solo. And it's coming within the year. Actually, a lot sooner. This is pushed, actually. This is going to be pushed forward and quicker than expected. Within 6 months. He's been planning it, but maybe it's from the album. Oh, maybe. You know what? Maybe there might. Do you guys, since the comeback is soon, is there a track list already? Is there a track list? If there's not a track list, who knows? Maybe his solo will be in this upcoming album. Maybe. I don't know. Again, I don't know what's going on. But yeah, I just see a solo. I even see a music video for it. Wow, that was like late. But I see a music video for it. Okay, there's a track list. Oh, okay. I don't know. I see a music video for it. Or maybe not a music video, but just something cinematic. It doesn't have to be a music video. Maybe it's like an intro. Maybe it's a teaser or something. I envision something cinematic on his end. Okay. We have a Queen of Wands. So within a year, this is about him being proactive about other things. So what I am getting is that starting from today, going into next year, he's going to be planting these seeds. He's like in plot, right? He's in planning phase, in planning stages. So from today, within today and going on to the next year, he's planting all these seeds, starting all these projects, creating these little bits and pieces for his empire to start. Does that make sense? Queen of Wands is that creative, motivated, but also really like, I want to do this, I want to do that, I want to do this, I want to do that. So remember what I said about him not feeling ambitious right now? He will be. And this is why he's going to start small next year. He's just going to plant the seeds. He's manifesting, you know? All right. I'm going to ask again. Shows. I don't know how BTS is these days when it comes to TV. Okay. I don't know how BTS's standpoint is right now when it comes to like TV and like shows and variety shows or whatever. But I see for V at least, he's going to appear on media, on shows next year. Not fixed though. I see a couple shows that he will appear on, and it's just him. Wow, that's cool. Again, I don't know the standpoint of how BTS is right now when it comes to TV or media, but I actually see V this time going on TV. And again, I told you earlier within this reading about him being able to network, right? And that's also part of starting his little empire, establishing and solidifying his connections in the industry. I'm seeing at least 2 shows though. 2 shows. Local, meaning in Korea. Yeah. Okay. I'm going to ask one last time. We don't really see them on variety shows a lot. That's what I figured. But because of the whole thing, what I said about V really trying to start his own empire, it's going to start from there. He's going to make his name known. He's going to show his face more. He's really going to, really plant that. Okay, really manifest that, starting small. Okay. So, is there anything else that we can know and predict? They have their own shows. Yeah, I don't think it's about them having their own shows. I think it's actually something where they can go on TV networks where it really shows throughout like Korea, like to the general public. You know what I mean? Okay, repetitive card. So I got the 10 of Pentacles again, repetitive card. So we're done with predictions. That's pretty much all I could predict for now. All right. Next question. Any solo plans? Any solo plans or collaborations? Nope. Okay, we have the 4. So apart from what I already answered, like that he will have a solo, there's nothing other than that. Okay, so yes, there is a solo coming. I did mention that earlier, but as far as like the other things, like other solos and then other collaborations, this is no, because we still have this rest card. Okay, 4 of Swords is about resting. Okay, it's about resting, and I did say that earlier. All right. Does he plan on continuing with his acting career? Yes. Knight of Pentacles. He wants to act again. This is a yes. He plans on it. He wants to. He's networking already. He's talking to people. He's auditioning. He has been sending audition tapes, guys. This is what I'm envisioning. He's sending audition tapes right now. He's working on it. This is a yes. He's been trying to get casted. He's been sending audition tapes. He's been practicing. Knight of Pentacles is about getting in touch, getting your skills up to them. So yes, he's planning on it. He's sending audition tapes for film, or for film, for shows, acting. We are ready for actor Tae. All right. What is V most confident in himself? Ooh, I love that question. What is V most confident in himself? We've been new. We've been new. All right. His strength. His confidence. Thing he's most confident in himself. He's confident in looking forward. He's confident in being optimistic. He gives himself credit for always looking ahead, for like being optimistic for the future. He's also confident in his presence. He knows that he has this good charisma where he can kind of like talk to anyone, even a stranger. He knows he's very charming. He's confident in his charm. He's aware and he's confident in his charm. It's really cute. He's like, oh yeah, I just got him. Oh yeah, I just won over that person. Oh yeah, I just won over that person. He's very confident in that. He knows his charisma. He's very aware of his charisma. Very aware. We also have the temperance card. The temperance card is about being balanced. Okay, being balanced in all aspects of life. So he's real. So remember I told you that he's been, decluttering, cutting off people, taking away things he doesn't need. He's always been good about that. He's always been good about that. I wonder what his MBTI is. I really wonder what his MBTI is. But it doesn't surprise me because he does have an Aquarius Venus. Aquarius Venus normally does that. Okay, they're very to themselves. Okay, so he's also confident in keeping to his peace. Okay. Okay, what else? The moon card. V is very confident in his skill set to keep secrets. He's a very mysterious guy. There's this mystery to him, and he's very confident in that. He finds that very charming about himself. He likes being mysterious. He loves being mysterious, and he thinks that's something he's very confident in. He likes letting people crave for more, letting people wonder with this moon card. He's confident in making people kind of wonder about him even more. Oh, V, what are we going to do with you? All right. Anything else? We love the mystery for sure. All right. 10 of Cups. 10 of Cups talks about him being confident in his, being confident in his happiness. So it's like saying, when he acknowledges that he's happy, when he acknowledges that he's content, he's confident that things, I need a better word for it. It's like when you are in your peace, right? When you are in your peace and your happiness, he's confident that things will remain happy. Does that make sense? That's where the optimism comes from. He's confident in how he responds to things. So if he feels like he is happy, he's confident to remain happy. He knows he has control over that happiness. That's what the 10 of Cups talks about. Kind of love that, to be honest. Like, that's also very Capricorn of him. It's like, okay, I'm happy. I'm not allowing you to, there's nothing that can disrupt my peace and happiness. I am confident that I can take you out and like remove you from my life. Okay, if it disrupts me, I will take you out, kind of thing. That's that confidence there. All right. Last. Yeah, exactly, AOD. Exactly. All right. What is his sole purpose? Okay, what is his sole purpose? He is a 3. So what is V's sole purpose? What is V's sole purpose? Boy, he is already doing it in this lifetime. So his sole purpose in this lifetime, and this is why we have that trend. So remember I pulled the death card like 2-3 times already. It's about shifting, he's been shifting maturely. Okay, he's shifting maturely. He's being more emotionally vulnerable and just adapting. So in this lifetime, his sole purpose is to remain peace with himself. Remain peace with himself. Okay, but why? Five of Pentacles in reverse. So if this was upright, this is about feeling lonely. It would be feeling like lonely, right? But because this came out reversed, this is about learning to be happy with yourself. If he feels alone, if he feels in solitude, if he feels isolated, his sole purpose is to understand the beauty of that. And as you can tell throughout this whole reading, all I've been talking about is him being at his own peace and being in his own solitude. So he's already adapting. He's already living up to that sole purpose in this lifetime. So we have the Ace of Swords in reverse. This is about keeping to himself, not speaking so much, not talking so much, not being petty, being more mature. Okay, we also have 10 of Wands in reverse. This talks about letting go of baggage, letting go of anxiety, letting go of stress, letting go of things that you don't need to stress on. Okay, and that only happens when you are in your solitude, when you really reflect. Okay, we also have the Four of Pentacles. So again, this is like that greed energy. So not in a greedy, complete greed sense, but it's just being much more protective of yourself, being protective of your power. Like what's mine is mine. What's mine is mine. What's yours is yours. Do not disrupt my peace. I will not disrupt your peace. Everything that I have is mine. I will not allow you to disrupt that. Okay, that's the sole purpose. Learning how to adapt to that kind of energy. Learning to be okay in his solitude. Learning to be okay with his own power. Learning to not be reliant. Learning to be independent. Learning to not, rely on other people. My phone is going off. All right. Okay. He's already adapting to that because, like I said, he's already taking out people. He's already decluttering. He's minimalizing. We love that. We love that. Okay, it's like I'm getting rid of this. I'm getting rid of those people, and then whatever I keep, that's mine. Whatever I keep, that's mine. So, love that. Love that. Okay. I think this is the last question on the list. What is his inspiration in life? This is the last question on the list. Last question on the list. What is his inspiration in life? What is his inspiration in life? Again, a very Capricorn answer. A very Capricorn answer. All right. What is his inspiration in life? He takes inspiration from everything. Okay. Three of Wands. He takes inspiration in everything that he experiences, everything that he encounters, every person that he meets. He takes inspiration from everything. But the amazing part of this is that even though he grabs inspiration from every little thing that he meets or encounters, his final inspiration is himself. He is the emperor. His inspiration is himself. He understands that, yes, a lot of things can inspire him, but it's still up to him to use that inspiration and move forward. It's his choice. It's still up to him to use anything that he grabs and actually make purpose out of it. He understands that, yes, he can get creatively inspired or whatnot and like feel moved and touched, but at the end of the day, he understands it's still up to him. He inspires himself. He inspires himself. 10 of Wands in reverse. Okay, it's about carrying all these inspirations, but learning how to use it. It's like it's like, say an artist goes to a museum. Say they go to a museum and they look at a masterpiece, right? And they're like, that is a beautiful piece. That is a beautiful piece. I'm very inspired by that. I want to do something like that, something as powerful. But then at the end of the day, if you don't really do it, then you're all talk. V is not all talk. That's what I'm trying to say. V is not all talk. He looks at his inspirations and then he actually moves forward with it. You know? That's the analogy I have for that. I need a better analogy, but that's how I see it. Like, I can look at a piece, and if I get inspired by it, then I'll do something that makes me feel the same way. But other people won't do that. They'll look at it like, oh, that's so cool. Oh, I want to do something, but they don't live up to their words. That's not V. That's not V. His inspiration is himself. His movement is his inspiration. All right. So that is the end of the list. That is the end of the list. So thank you, Anonymous Army, for those list of questions. Now I will let you guys take the wheel. What questions do you have about V? Please do not involve any other member of BTS. Please do not involve any other person. Okay? We're only talking about V. I only meditated on V. So will he become his own CEO? Okay, let's see. Will he become his own CEO? Will he become his own CEO? Potentially. Lily of the Valley, will he become his own CEO? Not yet, but there is potential. So he hasn't looked that far yet. He hasn't looked that far yet, but there's potential. AOD. Well, I mean, there's only 37 viewers for this one. There's only 30. Normally, when I'm doing my treasure readings, there's like 500 of you. So, of course, this is a lot calmer. And also, this is an early reading, too. But yeah. Okay. So, is he going to renew his contract with Big Hit? Okay, let's ask. Is he going to renew his contract with Big Hit? When do they renew their contracts? Do you know? When does their contract expire? Oh, yes. He will renew his contract. He will renew his contract. Okay. 9 of Pentacles in reverse. So if this was upright, this would say he would be considering to be independent and on his own and like his own free man, right? But this came out in reverse. So this is no. He will not be a free independent man. So he will renew. Okay, he's not considering to be completely independent yet. Okay, he's starting small. So remember I mentioned that he's planting the little seeds to create his empire. He's starting small, but in that term of like renewing his contract, he will, is what I'm getting. And he's just starting slowly when it comes to making himself independent. All right. So yes, he will renew. Okay. Oh, 2027? Okay. All right. Any other questions? Any other questions before I go to Oracle cards? Is there any fashion brand collaboration or endorsement for himself? Just for, oof. Okay, that was a lot. Jeez. Okay. Yes. All those cards came out. Yes. Endorsements for sure. Okay. The Emperor again came out. I don't see this as fashion brand. I'm just seeing endorsements though. I do see endorsements. I'm hearing 3. That's a lot actually. 3 endorsements. 3 endorsements for V. It's a good handful. 3 endorsements. Is he worried about the upcoming military enlistment? Okay. Is he worried about the upcoming military enlistment? Not really. No, not really. I have the 2 of Pentacles. So it's like, it's natural to be nervous about it, but he's not stressed about it, actually. Why? He's actually excited for it. He's excited for enlistment. He actually looks forward to it. He thinks it's going to be a breath of fresh air for him emotionally. Okay. King of Cups talking about something new to look forward to. So in a sense, yes, it's natural to be nervous, but he does look at it in a positive sense. He does look forward to it. Okay. Whenever this happens, he does look forward to that. Like he thinks this is like going to be a new breath of fresh air for him. Okay. And I think that's very Aquarius Venus of him. It's because Aquarius Venus people get bored easily. Aquarius Venus get bored easily. So a lot of air signs, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, they don't like repetition too much. They don't like repetition too much. They don't like routine too much. So when it comes into the military, like transitioning from where he is going into the military, it excites him at this current time because it's like, oh, that's going to be new for me. That's going to be new for me. But he looks forward to it because it's brand new. So, any other questions? Any other questions before I move on to oracle cards? Anything? Me as an Aquarius. Oh, you're an Aquarius. I can confirm all those years as an idol, I get bored. Yeah, see? Okay, so you get it. What does he want to hear from the people around him? What does he want to hear from the people around him? I answered. Okay, all right. What does he want to hear from the people around him? What does V want to hear from the people around him? Oof. All right. What does he want to hear from the people around him? He wants to hear with the Nine of Wands that sometimes he needs assurance. Reassurance. Reassurance. He needs reassurance from the people around him saying, hey, V, don't worry so much. You are doing the best you can. You are doing a great job. You have come so far. We are here for you. We are supporting you. You can do better. You can go better. You can go farther. You're on the right track. Okay, it's one of that type of energy. He's like, you can handle anything. Okay, with the Tower card, it's like, for V, it's like he wants to hear that in spite of all that he has been through, not just himself, but like in the career sense and like with the people that he's been with, aka BTS, he sometimes needs that reassurance that things happen for a reason. That things happen for a reason with the Wheel of Fortune. Things unfolded the way it was supposed to. And then he just wants to be acknowledged more. So with the Six of Wands, I'm hearing that he has been kind of hard on himself. Like he feels like he's like the one that he feels like a weight or like some kind of burden. So he wants to be reassured or wants to hear that he wasn't a burden at all. Does that make sense? He wants to hear that he wasn't a burden after all this time of like trying to convince himself that he is. He needs the extra extensive support and reassurance, letting him know that it was just all in his head. And that's that Aquarius energy again, that Aquarius Venus. It's like that skepticism that he's had it with himself. So in that sense, he wants to hear from the people around him that it really was just him inflicting these thoughts into his mind. That he has been okay. Any other questions? Oh, when will he do military service? Are you guys ready for that question? I mean, granted, it is a prediction and it could change. So, okay, I'll ask. All right. We're going to predict when he might enlist in the military. Again, predictions are never set in stone. Predictions are never set in stone, all right? This can change. It could be sooner, it could be later, whatever, okay? This is the result of based off of his current energy today. So when will Oh, huh. Wait a minute. That's not a time frame. That is not a time frame. What are you? We'll pick those up later. Interesting. Okay. Let me think real quick because they're not giving me a time frame. Sorry, and let me connect real quick with these cards. Huh. Interesting. I'm gonna pull one more card. Okay. I needed that clarifier. So remember when I said that V would look forward to it because it's something new? Okay, because it's something new. So he's been thinking about it. He has been thinking about when will he want to? When will he want to? Okay, why? I have the death card. Again, he keeps getting the death card. Death card talks about him really reevaluating and thinking about like the transition, from being the idol, being from the member of BTS who has made such a huge impact in the K-pop industry and in the world, and then resorting to going to the military, right? So this is why he's thinking. It's like, how do I transition properly? How do I go from this lifestyle? How do I leave this lifestyle that I am in right now and going into the military? So this is why I got confused for a bit. So we have the Hermit again. He's reflecting and thinking about when and how to do this. When and how to do this. Now, as a clarifier, I have the 10 of Cups. There's no time frame here, but this basically says as soon as possible. 10 of Cups talks about he's ready. He's actually ready for it. He's been ready. It's more of the factor of the outside circumstances not allowing him to enlist yet. It's like the idle life that he's in right now is not allowing him to enlist yet. But he wants to as soon as possible. It's just because the impact on their lifestyle right now, it's so constant. It's still moving. Even when they're in a hiatus, BTS is still, him and BTS has something still. Does that make sense? There's no actual hiatus from BTS. And that is preventing him and even probably other members, okay, it's preventing him to enlist as soon as they want to. And in a personal note, he wants to, but right now it's hard to determine because they're still trying to decipher the right time to do it. They can't, like him and BTS are in such a constant movement. It's hard to just stop and then say, bye, I'm enlisting. Like he wants a clean and good closure and then go into the military and enlist. And right now, at this current energy, it's hard to decipher when that is. But he does want to do it as soon as possible. So I can't give you a time frame, but as soon as possible is the energy there. Yeah. All right, anything else? I'm going to take 2 more questions and then I'm going to do oracle cards. You're very welcome. You're very welcome. Yeah, so I'll take 2 more questions and then I'll go into oracle cards. You're welcome as well. Anything? Because if not, I will go into oracle. Exactly, AOD, exactly. Maybe as a Capricorn, he wants to get it out of the way for his career, but in his case, yeah, exactly. Because Capricorns are very good about owning their own life. They don't like being controlled. Capricorns do not like being controlled. However, in his case, he is controlled. So, yeah. ID Park, I actually already answered that question. What does he think about the promotion of the album? He's excited for it. I mean, there's this halfness from V. Okay, like he's optimistic about it. He's optimistic about the comeback. Granted, it is a little sad for him because like of the whole fact that Suga's not in it, or he won't be promoting with them. But he's like motivated. He's using that as motivation to just give his all for the promotion. So I already answered that question. Anyways, will he be exempt from military service? That's an interesting question. Will he be exempt okay. Will he be exempt from military service? Will he be exempt from military service? No, we have the lovers in reverse. No, he will not be exempt from the military service. This is just saying you can't get that. You can't, like, this is like kind of straightforward. It's like, no, you are not exempt. You may be big or whatnot, but this is government you're talking about. So no, no, you don't have that kind of pull. Like, for real? Like, even when I read that question, like, why would he be exempted? Why would anyone be exempted? That's the government you're dealing with. So, no. All right, last question. Does V feel trapped at all by being a celebrity? Okay, that's my last question. He doesn't feel trapped. Okay, Mullen 25. Does V feel trapped at all by being a celebrity? He doesn't feel trapped at all, but okay. But however, okay, we have the 6 of Cups and the 8 of Cups in reverse. So he's not feeling trapped, but he misses the past. I feel like because he's becoming much more minimalist, he's been reflecting towards the past, like, oh, things were a lot easier back then. Things were a lot simpler back then. Things were just better, quote unquote, better, like, emotionally. Exactly. Simple times. Good simple times, you know. Not to say that he doesn't feel grateful for where he is and what he has now, but as a celebrity, it's hard for sure. Okay. It's hard for sure. And in that sense, he does miss the older times. He's not trapped by it, but he does miss the older times. Is V happy with the management of Big Hit? Ooh, are we trying? Oh, I see what you're doing. We're trying to dig some tea now from Big Hit. Is V happy with the management of Big Hit? Let's go. This is my last question for sure. I'm not taking any more questions after this one. Okay. All right. Is V happy with Big Hit management? No. No. That's a fat no. Look. That's hilarious. I always love these management questions. I love the management questions. We have the Knight of Swords in reverse. Hell no. Sometimes he wants to fight management. Like, he literally wants to fight. Okay, fight. He wants to argue all the time, but he can't. Okay, he feels like he can't anyway. We have the Judgment in reverse. So the Judgment's talking about, like, it's always such a test to him. He always feels tested. Okay, he always feels tested when it comes to management. It's like he has offered so much, he's invested so much for that, and he's just like, oh God, please. Like, he talks to himself, and it's very Capricorn as well. Okay, Capricorns will not say anything until you push them over the edge, until they're borderline done with you. Okay, Capricorns will not. They will literally take in all they can. They're like a time bomb. Okay, they are a time bomb. I relate. I have Capricorn placements. Okay, so they will not speak until they're done, like really towards the edge. So when it comes to management, he's just been really patient. He's been trying to be really patient. He's just always feels tested internally. He's like, fuck. Look, we have the Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords is about keeping boundaries. So even though the management frustrates him, Queen of Swords talks about this is why he's really good at keeping his boundaries and keeping to his peace, right? So the Queen of Swords talks about, like, yes, even though you get really uptight and frustrated with management, he manages himself well. He manages himself well. Okay, but there is a lot of baggage with the Ten of Wands. 10 of Wands is a lot of stress, a lot of anxiety, a lot of burden management. So exactly, deep inside he wants to fight. So yeah, that's the tea there. All right, that's the last question. That is the last question I'm taking from you guys. I will start doing oracle cards. Let's ask what is the theme of his energy? Let's ask what is the theme of his energy. What is the theme of his energy? Friendship. I understand that a friend is in my life for a reason. So like I said, he's been cutting off people. He's been cutting off people that no longer serves him, people that are toxic to him, whatnot. And then he's obviously keeping the people that do resonate with him, that are his quote unquote soul tribe. So friendship card. Okay, so a friendship card is talking about, like, I will keep the people that make me happy. I will be in connection constantly with the people that do make me happy. Oh yeah, no worries, Carol. Good morning, Gwen. Good morning. All right, what else is the theme of his energy? Blame in reverse. We have the blame in reverse. That's good. It says, I accept responsibility for my well-being. Blame in reverse, he is no longer blaming himself for things that's not his fault. Okay? His energy is about not learning how to not blame himself for things that's not his fault. Holding accountable for himself that actually does make him accountable. Okay? We also have perseverance. I know that I can do whatever I set my mind to. Perseverance. Perseverance is about just keeping it up, being motivated, just keep constant consistency. Okay, so very good. We have V in his very strong Capricorn energy. Okay, just keep on moving forward. All right, next, let's get an affirmation card. Let's get that affirmation card. What does Taehyung, what does V or Taehyung need to affirm? Tay, stop wrecking me. Mood. Oh, this is short and sweet. Affirmation for V. When I lean toward love, I am led. When I lean toward love, I am led. So in even simpler terms, it's like in life, if you keep moving in the act of love, you will be led in the act of love. So if he keeps moving forward in positive energy, only positive energy will lead him. Does that make sense? Did you react to Akmu? I did. I did not upload that yet. Okay, let's ask advice. Let's ask advice for V. What is the advice for V? What is the advice for V from the universe? What is the advice for V from the universe? Ooh. The energy is gaining momentum. Remember what I said? Planting the seeds, working really hard. Okay. The energy is gaining momentum, right? Another card. Ooh, other card. Look at the bigger picture. So if we could tell V, just look at the bigger picture. It's not as bad as it seems to be. Okay, just keep going and look at it from a different perspective. Look at the bigger picture to V. Let's pull one more advice card. Ooh, here we go. Surrender to the divine. So it doesn't matter what he's doing right now. He can keep doing what he's doing. The universe is working with him. The universe, spirit, whatever he believes in, okay, everything's going to be all right. The universe is guiding him well. Like I said, it went well with the when I lead toward love, I am led, right? These two go well together. He doesn't have to worry. There's nothing to worry about. Everything's going to be fine. He will be fine. BTS will be fine. If he just keeps going in the act of love, in the high vibration, everything will be okay. All right. Cool. That is great. Now, let's check his chakras. Let's check his chakras. What is his strongest chakras right now? What is his strongest chakras right now? Ooh, we have his sacral chakra, or self-esteem. Very confident in himself. Remember I told you, right? What is the one thing he's most confident in himself in? His charisma, his presence, self-esteem. He's very confident in himself. Okay. We also have, look, relationships, another sacral chakra. See, he's very confident in himself, in the people he is with, his friendships. I did get that friendship card earlier. Okay, what else did we get? Ooh, universal energy. Remember I said he's being reflective and being much more intuitive, being much more spiritually conscious. Universal energy. So he's activating his third eye chakra. Okay, let's pull one more. What other chakras is his strongest? Dude, his sacral chakra, personal power. Remember what I said about keeping his peace, keeping his power, setting boundaries, only keeping to himself, personal power. It's his sacral chakra. You cannot get to him. He knows. Okay, he is a rock. You cannot break through his shell. You will not be able to power and hammer through his shell. His rock, his shell is thick layered. All right. It's all yellow. Look at that. We have literally his strongest. Okay. Now let's ask, what does he need to work on? What does he need to work on? What chakras does he need to work on? What does he need to work on? What chakras does he need to work on? Whoop. Oh, we got 3. All right, 3. What does he need to work on? He needs to work on his solar plexus. Okay, emotions. Solar plexus chakra needs to work on his emotions. Remember I told you earlier in this reading, I said that he's trying to not let his emotions get the best of him. Okay, so there's that. So he needs to work on that. And then we need his throat chakra. His throat chakra. Okay, blue throat chakra. Truth. Speaking up his truth. He needs to express himself better with actual words. If he feels something and he wants to say something, he shouldn't be afraid to speak his truth. This is what he needs to work on. Okay. And then we have last, his heart chakra. Green. Heart chakra is about forgiveness. Here it says forgiveness. So he needs to work that part of his heart chakra. He needs to really activate it and just being forgiving of himself, being forgiving of things that cannot be changed, being forgiving of other people that maybe have done him wrong. Okay, so practice his heart chakra. There's some kind of slight coldness here that needs to be worked on. Woo! All right. That is what I got. That is what I got for V. So thank you guys. Thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you so much. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. I hope that sufficed. I hope that reading sufficed. It has been a whole trip. It really has. Yes, it has been pretty chill. So yeah, I hope that suffices. Thank you to the Anonymous Army. You know who you are. You know who you are. Thank you again. Like I said, if you want to book another reading, I have that on my website. It's here on the live chat. It's also in my description box below. If you want to book a personal reading. So yes, you guys can do that. I did see a question earlier. If I could read another BTS member, I would love to. I would love to read another BTS member. But just book me through my website. Okay. All right. I'm going to end this stream now. It's been 2 hours. So thank you guys so much. I really appreciate it. Thank you for your time. Thank you for tuning in. Really appreciate it, guys. Enjoy the rest of your day. Oh, and those that were worried about me on Twitter, Don't worry about me. I'm taking a break. I will not be on I haven't been on Twitter since last night, so I don't know what the hell is going on in that sense, but yeah, for sure. Like I will take my break. I won't be on Twitter for a while, but you can definitely see me here on YouTube. Okay? Just definitely see me on YouTube. All right? Oh, next reading. What's my next reading? GD. I'm reading GD. I'm reading GD next. When is that though? I am reading GD on the 19th here, but the 20th in Asia. So if you're in Asia, I'm reading GD on the 20th. All right, but yeah. GD's next. GD is next. Yeah, so I'll see you guys there. It's GD. It's my dude. Read Namjoon. I would love to read Namjoon. Book me. You better book me. All right. I'm going to go. Thank you guys. All right. Enjoy the rest of your day. I'll see you guys another time. See you at GD's reading. Bye.